Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Outpost. As always, I'm Chris,
I'm Tina.
and we're doing the first ever Whiskey Outpost blind tasting. Yay!
Yay.
Psh, fireworks, blood fireworks. It'll be cool. so this is something that a lot of folks have done out on Whiskey YouTube, and we wanted to give it a shot. What we have here are three pours, but we're not only here to test, do I know anything about whiskey, which is of course questionable. We're really trying to figure out, uh, does the Trader Joe's Kentucky bourbon taste anything like Buffalo Trace? See, there's a rumor out there that says Buffalo Trace is actually making Trader Joe's bourbon, and without going too far into Trader Joe's and their revenue model, a lot of people make product for Trader Joe's, change it maybe a little bit, uh, bottle it or produce it, package it, whatever, under the Trader Joe's label, and they get to sell it for cheap because you're not paying for that brand name. So I wanted to test that rumor out, and so what we have here are three glasses. There we go, three glasses, which I don't know what's in here.
I poured them.
She poured them.
He has no idea which is which.
You want to tell him about the criteria we used for this?
Okay, so one obviously is Buffalo Trace. One is the Trader Joe's. And then the third one, I'm not going to say what it is. It's kind of a red herring to see, like,
We'll put it down here.
yeah, if he knows what's what. Not if you know per se, but if you can even taste the difference. Like if two of them taste the same and one's completely different. So I picked something with a similar proof, and me it smelled similar.
Okay, so yeah,
which
that
is
was
not saying much, but
that was really the only thing that we set down was don't use anything that was terribly higher proof, because the singe on my palate would, I don't expect that from a Buffalo Trace. I also said don't use the Devil's River agave because it was so sweet, I would know in an instant. So other than that, I have no idea what any of this is. It's probably something we tried in New Year, New Pour, because, well, the camera's here, but right here, there's a whole bunch of bottles that makes me feel like I'm surrounded by 20 of my best friends. Anyway, I did have a sip of vodka. It's a neutral vodka, from the Chiefs store hall, because I found that I was told that when you do a whiskey tasting, you want to wake your palate up and get it used to the flavor of alcohol. So we're going to go and start. Is there any order I should take them in?
No.
Okay. So we're going to go with this one. Sorry, I almost did you.
All right, so this is number one.
So this,
I'll tell you what they are here in a second.
This feels like it. I think this could be Buffalo Trace because it kind of has that berry note that I always laugh when people say red berry, because I think it's kind of got a strawberry raspberry nose to it. A little bit of oak. It's just kind of what I expect from Buffalo Trace. So let's give it a shot.
Okay, so you think number one is Buffalo Trace?
Well, it's not official, but yeah, I think it's in the running.
Okay.
So the berry flavor really goes away on the palate. I mean, it was very strong in the nose, but it was there. A lot of barrel notes, some char, some oak. But yeah, I definitely think this is in the running for Buffalo Trace. See, here's the funny part, though, is as much as we talk about Buffalo Trace and how I want to go to the distillery and how I own enough bottles that you would probably call me a hoarder at this point, I don't drink it as much because I've really been expanding my horizons. So there are that's tape. I'm like, what is the crusty on there? So I don't drink Buffalo Trace as much as some of the other things. I don't. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
All right, so this is number two. You're actually going to do them in order.
Yeah, I mean they're in a line. So this has none of the berry odor that I would expect from a Buffalo Trace product. The nose is much harsher, less barrel, more proof. Different fruit notes. There's more of an orange. So, do you get an apple nose off that? Kind of on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like apple juice.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Strongly apple with hints of citrus on the back. Almost no barrel at all. So I am absolutely ruling that out as Buffalo Trace.
All right.
I don't love it. I don't love what you're doing to me right now. And here's the last one.
Number 3.
So this has really good. Whatever you see, okay. If I had to guess now, I'm gonna say that's Buffalo Trace. That's Trader Joe's pick, and this is the mystery one. Um, the nose is very complex. It is it has the least distinctive notes in it, so it kind of just the spice, vanilla, a little bit of caramel, and barrel that you get from just like a good bourbon. Yeah, and if I do that thing where I try to smell with my mouth open, like we learned in the How to Taste Masterclass, I get a lot of caramel. I get a lot of vanilla. You
I'm
throwing me off
purposely
my
trying to
game.
freak you out.
And it's working. It is absolutely working. It's a really good pour, but the vanilla notes, I get more char. I definitely get proof, but a lot of those baking spices, caramel, vanilla is coming through real strong on this one.
Okay, so what are your final thoughts?
So here's the funny thing.
Okay.
I'm going to rank them in order of which one I like, which I almost hope I've misidentified them now. The one that I absolutely think is the one with the least berry, least recognizable fruit notes is my favorite to pour. Then what I think is the Buffalo Trace is second, and Trader Joe's good but unremarkable offering is what I think this is.
Okay.
Was my least favorite of the 3.
Okay. So are you ready for the answers?
No. Okay. Yeah. Good.
Okay. So you think this one is the unknown?
So I couldn't identify what that was based off my previous tasting experience.
Okay.
But I think it is not Buffalo Trace.
Okay. So number 3.
Yep.
Is in fact Buffalo Trace.
Are you serious?
That's Buffalo Trace. Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. I can never show my face and whiskeyed him again. All right.
All right. And this one you thought was Buffalo Trace.
Yes.
But it's your second favorite.
Was that Weller's Antique 107?
This is Trader Joe's.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is Trader Joe's. Yep.
Okay.
And then this one was the red herring.
What is it?
Russell's? What?
It's the Russell's 8-year, right? Can you go get the bottle real quick and show?
Yeah, did I do it wrong?
No. No, it's... You're going to make me admit something that I don't want to admit on camera, which is I am not a huge fan of Russell's at all.
Oh, this is 6th year.
Oh, okay, it's the Russell's 6th year. Oh, and it's also rye whiskey.
Oh.
But it's fine.
Sorry. Didn't know.
Yeah, and
it had exactly the same proof, which is why I picked
honey,
it.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's funny because it was never. It's never gonna go. It just it's a different thing, but it's fine. Yeah, I think it's great. Okay, so
that's Buffalo Trace.
Well, I like Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, I know. And then the one that you thought was Buffalo Trace is Trader Joe's. It's good.
Yeah.
So do you think it's bottled the same way? I mean, you said they were very different, so.
Yeah, I don't
you
because
don't
no, but well, now I'm just confused. I don't know. This has been the most inconclusive tasting ever. Yeah, so that's interesting because now the world wants they don't smell anything alike, and they really didn't taste anything alike. Best nose, best flavor. Sorry, world, I don't like Russell. All right, so I think we have a conclusive test that they're not the same.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't taste the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
For what did we pay? $15?
Yeah, it was super cheap for
Yeah,
the
for
Trader
the Trader
Joe's.
Joe's.
Yeah.
So the Trader Joe's bottle was $15, and this could well be anyone would be happy having this being their daily drinker, and yeah. And then, yeah, I did rather. It's not. I've had much better rye whiskeys. Sorry, Russell.
I'm sorry, I messed up. I didn't realize it was so different.
No, that's okay. That's totally fine. I mean, as an outlier, if I would have been like, "This is absolutely Buffalo Trace," we'd probably shut the channel down at that point. I'd be like, "Yeah, rye whiskey is Buffalo Trace." Like, and delete, and just no episode for this week. But no, it's been good. So thanks for helping me out, Tina.
You're welcome.
Do you have any closing arguments?
Tequila's still better.
Yeah, no, I am going to go. We found a tequila bottle in the shape of a heart. Now, you may be thinking that's kind of generic and silly. It was the shape of a human heart, complete with aorta.
Anatomically correct. Not like a heart. Like a heart.
Like, yeah. So, $38. It's going to be ours. Because we have to. Even if I'm pouring the tequila out, I'm pouring in Buffalo Trace. So I think we're going to own them all.
And where'd you find it?
Oh, thank you. Mr. and Mrs. O's right down the street.
When we talk up all the time.
Yeah, you know, the liquor store off the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so right off I-35 on Johnson Drive, tucked away in the corner, it's this place called Mr. and Mrs. O's, and their service is fantastic. They have a lot of really cool ideas. They sell like drink packs, right? So
that was the craziest thing.
Tell them about it.
Okay, so you walk in and there's a whole shelf with like little like sandwich bags, and they're those little individual drinker bottles
sample
of
size,
whatever. And then some of them would have like a Sprite with it, or like gummy bears with it, or whatever.
Red Bull. I think one was a Red Bull.
Yeah, and so you just take all the things in that bag and mix them together, and you have a cocktail.
Yeah.
Like it was like individual little.
One was like a vanilla vodka and a chocolate, and some was like s'more.
It was like a s'mores drink, yeah.
And the whiskey selection was, I mean, I think they're fairly new, and I don't know that they do a huge amount of distilled spirits, but they had a full shelf of nothing but, you know, bourbons and scotches, and you go to the other side, and it was Canadian and Irish whiskey. So their selection was good. I didn't see a lot of allocated bottles, but I don't think they've been open that long. But if you are in the Kansas City area, you're watching this, go give them a shout. I mean, I bought this bottle of Michter's bourbon, which I can't find a lot of places. And then I got a Red Line Elements, the black label, from there as well, and paid, I think, MSRP. I mean, I certainly was not unhappy with the price I was paying for those. So definitely give them a shout. And yeah, thanks for watching. I guess we solved the question of we're the same, but yeah, if you are at Trader Joe's, I've been consistently impressed with their liquor selection. Their Trader Joe's bourbon is good. I got the High Noon Double Rye there for an exquisite price. And I got some Lagavulin. Lafrong or Lago.
When they opened in Kansas City, wasn't the whole deal everybody was excited about the wine or something, like the $5 chuck?
Lots of people are excited about wine. This is Whiskey Outpost.
I know. I was just saying, like, isn't that one of the big arguments that everybody was like, yeah, we're so excited because it was the liquor selection.
$2 chuck or whatever. Yeah. Which is, again, really, really good wine that they keep very cheap so that people can enjoy. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Also, their salt and pepper chips with the caramelized onion dip. Pretty fantastic. I don't know if it pairs with bourbon. That's another show. Anyway, thanks for stopping by Whiskey Outpost. We'll see you next time.
Bye.